home here at Pukekohe, the heart of Franklin. It's a big community.
Welcome into the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre here in Pukekohe, where the Indian Panthers will play the Southland Sharks in the Sky Broadband Bracket League. Change of venue for the Indian Panthers, a little bit further south, but there's no party like a Southside party. I am Taylor Johnson, and joining me in co-commentary is Torfern Crystal Ledger Walker.
I am so excited to watch this matchup tonight. The Sharks are in great form, coming off a win just in their last game a few days ago. The Panthers, though, still trying to find their way, their chemistry. I'm excited to see how this one unfolds.
The Panthers may not be getting the dubs when it comes to the NZNBL, but they have had 5 in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And while the Southland Sharks, as you mentioned, got their first dub not long ago. And so this should make for a good game. There is a lot of young talent in both teams. And some of the Indian players have arrived and are playing in the Rapid League, which is great to see as well. And we've been watching these players warm up. They're excited. There's a good energy here in Pukekohe for the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for the Southland Sharks. Here's Collier, Snow, Cooper, Burdenshaw, and your cousin, Ledger.
Right, the one and only William Ledger, who got the better of his brother last week. So I'm excited to see if he can keep that momentum and that winning spirit going.
And I can see his family here behind us as well, obviously here to support. But there's some great talent there as well in Takaha Cooper. Looking forward to seeing him ball out here on the court this afternoon on your Sunday. And the starting 5 for the Indian Panthers, no Lepo. That is still the Sharks lineup, but for the Panthers, there's Lomatea, Matakatea, Paya, Sajan Matthew, and Zach Tikoni. I've liked the look of Matthew when he has come on.
Yeah, him and Matakatea have been outstanding for me. Matakatea, his ability to score in a bunch of different ways, really play that slashing role, should be able to shoot the 3, get himself to the rim. I'll be looking for him to go off tonight.
Zach Tikoni has been in very good form as well. He is the #1 rebounder in the Rapid League. But let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head ahead of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. You can see there the form of the Sharks wasn't great to start the season. Nicole not playing today. He is one of their best players. But it's relatively even.
Yeah, it is even. If you look at shots per game, points per game, it is really close. So going to be all about who can get stops tonight, who can put the ball in the hoop, and who can get going fast, because this Rapid League game does not slow down. And yeah, it's over real quick.
Mikey Graham, Daniel Kuji, and Michaela Sharp are the match officials for the last game of the round in the NZNBL and the Sky Broadband Rapid League. It's been an interesting start to the season too, hasn't it, Crystal? There's no real team asserting dominance.
Yeah, it has been, you know, not as fluid of a start as I'm sure a lot of these teams would have wanted, with players coming in and out, still trying to find their identity, work on that team culture. So we see the Panthers start in a zone. They come out successful with the tip.
2 very similar uniforms. The Panthers will be playing in the orange, and it is Southland in the maroon. Lovely find and great opening basket for Sajan Matthew.
Great cut along the baseline. His defense just fell asleep and he snuck behind.
Most people used to seeing the Sharks in bright orange, but that is in fact the Panthers. Looking for the first bucket for the Sharks, and that is good from Takaha Cooper.
When Takaha Cooper is looking for his own shots, he is really effective, especially out of that on-ball.
Tough finish coming in there for the Indian Panthers. And Matakatea.
Couple old Mags boys going at it in William Ledger and Dante Matakahia.
Great school, that one, Mount Albert Grammar. Gives a lot of great people. First 3-point attempt of the game. Will Ledger knocking it down in front of his family.
Looks pure from my angle.
Nothing but net for Ledger. Finding some open space there. Ooh, the Panthers. And the Raiders are on right now.
Right, and that was way too much space. Collier dropping right off on that defense.
Cooper gets it to Ledger. Tall height of Collier. 6'8", and he's a big man. Couldn't go back-to-back on the triple, so it will be the Panthers to inbound the ball. High energy start to the game.
It is. I'm liking it. I'm liking the pace that both of these teams are playing with.
Lomatia to bring the ball up the court. Just getting a hand to it there was Takaha Cooper. Indian Panthers looking to make something out of nothing. Just putting the ball up, not finding the bottom of the net, but they do get the offensive rebound. Deep shot coming in. And Tipuni misses, so tidying up the scraps is Takaha Cooper. Oh, just slicing through like a hot knife and butter, Takaha Cooper.
Great take from him, and a great little screen by Riley Snow, making him some space inside.
Trying to thread the pass through to Tapia, and that's another great shot.
Wow, he is feeling good. No hesitation on that turnaround.
The accuracy has been good in the opening stages. Can Takaha Cooper bank the shot? Yes, he does. Drains the triple.
It has. This is what you like to see when you come to a basketball game. Both teams making shots, making great reads, good plays.
Well, both these sides were out early and were warming up for a very long time. So the force of motion is definitely all warmed up.
They're feeling good in their new home court as we see Takaha Cooper really pushing that pace. Burdenshaw.
They've still got the ball to the Southland Sharks. They are playing in the maroon. Another three-point attempt from the Sharks, and well, that's probably the easiest rebound that Ledger will get. Getting up to collect that one was Lomatia. there. Back up the top of the perimeter to Lomatia. Well, that one went in and out. Unfortunate shot.
Can hear the Sharks coach just saying one shot. They want to slow it down.
10-8 the score. Sharks, the visitors, leading by 2. And this is the slowest we've had this game. It has been non-stop end-to-end. Takaha Cooper finally slowing it down. A lot of people catching their breath. Pops the pass in and draws the foul. Oh, travel.
Good defense from the Panthers to collapse on that drive. Make Riley Snow second guess about that pass. They come successful. Let's see what they can do with only 4 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw caution to the wind here, but unfortunately it has gone out.
Now saying nobody touched the ball, so taking it back where it was, that's frustrating for the Panthers.
Reefy got it away. Oh, what a shot to end the game. Did they count that?
I think they did.
Did they? Did they? Yes. Discussing it. Yes, they did. They just confirmed. What a shot on the corner.
What suspense waiting for that call?
Everyone looking over at the referees. 13-8. It is Sharks leading the Panthers.
Yeah, it has felt like we're watching a tennis match. Our heads just going back and forth, how fast this game is.
$25.99 large cheese pizza. Use the code SALSPASS25 or scan the QR code. Actually, just take a photo of it because it is valid until Tuesday.
Love a cheesy pizza.
Let's take a look at some of the stats from that first half. Both teams shooting at 50% each from the field. 2-point range, 80% for the Panthers and 100% for the Sharks. They've got 3 triples, and the Panthers yet to find any success beyond the perimeter.
And how about Takaha Cooper? 7 points in that first quarter.
In a rapid game.
Right, he is rapidly scoring, especially in transition. Every time he gets it, he's looking to go coast to coast, rim to rim. Rack it up.
Well, there are some sweaty bodies out there because that was a rapid first quarter, should I say. And it's also very hot here in the Pulman Leisure Centre. Sharks. Sorry, the Panthers for the first possession. Trying to challenge was Matakatea. But the defense was up to the task for the Southland Sharks. Cooper has Matakatea on him. Deciding to go himself. God, Cooper, what a lovely floater that was.
He has started this game so well. He's feeling a little bit better being closer to home, closer up north.
Panthers, good defense there. In the key, he certainly protected the paint.
Yeah, that's 2 times in a row Riley Snow has met the offense, made it a tough shot.
Riley Snow not allowing Te any chance down there. Getting a hand to that one too was Matakatea. Great block.
And unlucky on that because he tippy-toed forward and looked like he was going to save it over the backboard. Great read for him to get his hands in there.
Stephen Paya, the Tongan national on for the Indian Panthers. As is Linden there. Ball is with the Panthers. They want to go quickly. Lomatea charges his way through. Another three-point attempt from Tiponi. Drills the shot.
That shot looked good.
Cooper wants to push the pace. He actually lost the handles, regathered, and the putback was not.
When Takaha Cooper is deciding he wants to get to the rim, nobody can stop him right now.
Going to work on defense as well. He almost forced that turnover. The referee had the whistle in her mouth like she was going to call something, then decided against it. Nonetheless, it goes back in possession for the Sharks.
And those two, Takaha Cooper and Snow, really do deserve a break. Been putting in a lot of work on that defensive end.
Quake Webster on to the court for the Southland Sharks. They travelled up yesterday here to Auckland. Not on the direct flight, unfortunately, but direct to the basket was Webster. Just leaving it to the left-hand side. Nomatea. Oh, here we go.
Wow. He had eyes in the back of his head. Great cut from Vince Linden straight down the lane, and an even better pass and delivery to find him.
Snow getting smothered, and he throws it straight into the hands of Linden. Will Ledger has stolen that one back. Break was short-lived for Matakatea. On is Lomatea. Off is Lomatea, should I say. Sharks to Collier. Back to Webster. The bounce pass into no one. Panthers. When decided against going for a second triple, and that one just looked too easy for him.
It did. Too much of a big body down the lane. Get in the weight room, someone step up.
And he is a very big body. So much so that Ledger decided against it, but how was the shot?
Yeah, great kick out, great find to Burdenshaw, his second one in this ball game.
Burdenshaw is loving that left corner. Sharks get the rebound, and Burdenshaw back in that sweet spot. He's calling for the ball. Webster with the reverse. Lovely, lovely finish.
He's crafty inside. A little bit shorter than what he's finding in the paint, but creatively finishes around them.
19-year-old Webster. Southland local, Tapuni gets it out to the left corner. That one bounces off the backboard. Webster wants to quickly push the pace in transition. Ledger couldn't finish that one off either. This time the Panthers want to go quickly. Shot clock was running out, not enough calls coming from his bench. And that is a very quick half of Rapid League.
That is
It
a
is
very
already
quick.
half-time, 21-15.
I'm telling you, it's because we're sitting right here watching them go back and forth. It's like we can't keep up.
It is a high-tempo game here in Pukekohe at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre, usually home to the Bulls. The Panthers bringing a game here to Pukekohe. Take a look at the stats at halftime. Talk us through these, Crystal.
Tukaha Cooper has been the man starting this game. He has had the hot hand. He's finished so well in transition, getting himself to the rim with ease, leading the way with 9 points. Te Puni hit a 3, went inside, made it look easy. He has 5. Burdenshaw also with 5. Matakatia started the game really hot, hitting some tough jumpers. He has 4 points to his name. Riley Snow doing some work on the glass. 4 rebounds for him. Lomatia, one of the shorter players, but getting his hands on some of those rebounds as well, hustling hard. Tukaha Cooper again and William Ledger with 3. William Ledger missing that putback. Unfortunately, would have been a highlight play if he had got it. And Webster also with 2. Lomatia also dishing it out. He really is doing a lot for this Panthers end on the offensive side of the ball. Finding a lot of different ways to play make for his teams. And Matakahia with that block, well timed along the base. And then a couple steals, 3 steals for the Panthers, and William Ledger with 1 for the Sharks. But what a quick game. Only 6 points in it, can easily change, couple possessions. Don't expect this one to slow down.
Absolutely not. Dane Burdenshaw averages 9.8 points per game in the Rapid League, which is high considering it is so quick. Already well on track to meet that. But Tukaha Cooper is an outstanding 22-year-old. With the Tuatara last year and a couple seasons with the Jets.
Yeah, he's experienced. I feel like he got a lot of good reps playing with those experienced Tuatara players last year, learned a lot, and it's really come into his own this season.
Iron sharpens iron. That is why players move around, learn the craft from different people. A lot of people crashing the boards there for the Panthers, so they do get the ball through Zach Tukuni. Rookie season in the South NBL for him. He was all the way around, but wasn't accurate.
Puni and Collier going at each other right now as we see Tukaha Cooper. This on-ball shifty.
The footwork and acceleration from Tukaha Cooper to free himself up away from the defenders.
Yeah, that was nice.
Lomatia trying to get some ball movement here. The Indian Panthers, mid-range jump shot from Matakatia, left that one short.
And I like the full court pressure from the Panthers just there, trying to get a quick stop. Webster off the on-ball.
Webster threaded the pass through to Riley Snow.
Beautiful pocket pass, and Riley Snow just doing all the little things so well right now, both on the defensive end and rolling hard on the offensive end.
Lomatia to Te Puni. He banked a 3-point shot earlier, but hasn't been able to capitalize on them since. Webster so nifty. Oh, the behind the back no-look pass from Cooper to Burdenshaw didn't pay off, but that would have been one from the highlight reel if it did.
That would have. Burdenshaw potentially could have the one more pass as we see the Sharks collapse.
Matakatea for 3. Goals in and around that rim. They were absolutely smothering Lomatia in the paint, forcing that pass out to Matakatea. Cooper well away on the left-hand side of the glass.
The Panthers daring him to shoot. They're going under those on-ball screens a couple times now.
Matakatea is Collier in front of him. Pop pass up to Te Puni, and Need to put more height on those ones with Takaha Cooper under there.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrated. He wanted that ball, had the mismatch.
Burden short. Gets it out to Webster. Wide open look for three. Bounces away. Disappointing with the easy rebound. Vince Linden. High, beautiful arcing shot coming in from Stephen Pyer.
That's a great shot. That's something that Panthers needed.
Sharks drawing in defenders. They're all swarming around in the key. And they get the O-board too. Got some hustle on defense from Stephen Pyer, whacking the ball out of Snow's hands. Matakatea with the spin move. That was silky smooth.
It was. That was pretty. Set the defense up. Had two on him. Able to spin away from them both for the baseline finish.
40 seconds left, and he gets the steal as well. Matakatea, this is going to be a great end to the game. He leaves it on the rim. Does it? Lomatia trying to cut that 5-point lead. About 8 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. There is time here for the Panthers to close up that gap.
They're just hanging around, hit some timely shots. If they can finish the quarter with a score, it'll be massive for them, but
a massive miscommunication there, and that was the pressure being applied up there by the Southland Sharks.
That's the second time the Panthers have done that this game, thrown it away off the inbound.
That was Leafy, I think, from the Sharks, just applying that pressure up court. Not treasuring the possession that they had. Burden short. And the foul is called. Both players thought that they had the ball only.
That was unfortunate. I didn't see much of a gap there for Burdenshaw to go through. But hey, the aggressor gets rewarded.
.14 seconds left in the third quarter, and we have not had a BNZ player timeout in this game.
We have not. These guys want to play quick. They want to play fast. They don't want to talk about it. They just want to go.
Fast game's a good game here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and it's another steal for the Sharks off the back of an error. Matakatea has his shot blocked. Here goes Leafy. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. Webster for a deep three. Cut it out. Shut the front door. Webster. Unreal.
And he is so cool, calm and collected. The rest of his team got up, hyped him up. He walked off like, I do this every day. I practice this shot.
What a way to end the quarter. That's probably the best buzzer beater I've seen on the Rapid League games I've done this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And it wasn't like he was wide open either. His defense was right there. And we're looking at the Sharks who are all happy right now. But if you look at the other end, at the Panthers, they're getting a mouthful from Leon Henry to pick it up, to turn it around, because he knows a lot of these players in the Rapid League are going to step up in that main game, and they do not want the same things happening. They want to get out to a better start.
I wonder if we're able to get a replay of that three-point shot from Quake Webster. He's experienced, he's only 19 years old, but he has been around for a long time. He's been part of the Shark system since 2022.
You can tell by the confidence he plays with, the way he's getting himself into that paint, getting finishes. Let's watch him here come down the court, real confident, stepped into that shot and just strolled back feeling good.
The man from Riverton, very small town in Southland. Sure was friends and family watching back home. We're going crazy after that one. Quite Webster.
I'd hope so. Definitely clip that up, send it to him.
Thank you. 8 points the difference here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. The last one of the round. The Sharks, the visitors, with the lead. Just trying to figure out what the hold-up is here, Crystal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm doing all my checks, but now we look up the scoreboard's turned off.
Just turned off. A little bit of a reset. Well, they'll be happy that this game has gone on so quickly that we've got plenty of timeouts.
Right.
No BNZ player timeouts. We haven't gone to the Chemist Warehouse stripe much at all. Actually, we haven't.
That's what you love to see, some clean basketball.
Not. Fourth quarter of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. And we are yet to see someone take a shot from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Let's hope we didn't just jinx that one there. Stephen Pyatt gets it away to Basquette. Trying to get the offensive ball back in the hands of Quake Webster. Slows it down, waits for his troops to arrive. Ledger back on court. Burden Shaw has a couple people in front of him. Tapuni whacks it out of the way. Pulling up for the three-point. And again, that lovely arcing shot from Stephen Pyatt.
Yeah, looked good. He was looking for his teammates early in transition, but thought, you know what? Nobody's guarding me. I'm going to take this.
I mentioned beforehand, the Tongan national player, but been in New Zealand since he was 2 years old. He's going to go again, looking for back-to-back buckets, but the defense was there from Rifi. He's been good on defense today for the Sharks. Back in the hands of Pyatt. Trying to get Matthew to move around. Pyatt again for three. That one is short. Might have come off a Sharks hand. It did, so they will get the ball back, the Indian Panthers.
And that's dangerous going under the screen on him again when he had just hit one. It's dangerous when you play with players that can get hot and start knocking them down because you don't want to give them too many looks.
Minute gone in the last quarter here. Pyatt had some attention on him from Burdenshaw. Tapuni wants to go one-on-one with Snow. That's been a good battle in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And again, Snow coming up trumps.
Yeah, a few times Tapuni's tried to back himself down in there, but wow.
Oh, the footwork.
He lost him. He just got shook in his shoes. Great take from Te Kaha Cooper.
Matakatea just short, but still gets his own rebound. Pyatt has Burdenshaw on him. Tapuni attempts to set the screen. Spinning around and around was Pyatt. And again, Tapuni leaves that one. Wanting to go quickly, Burdenshaw. Oh, that's a great fast break.
Yeah, that's a great leak out by Burdenshaw. Good heads-up play from the Sharks to get it to him.
This game has been up-tempo from the very beginning. Matakatea spinning around and around, trying to draw the whistle, does just that, and for the first time in this game, we will go to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
We spoke that into existence. You're welcome.
You're welcome, Chemist Warehouse.
But I like that matchup. I like going to him in the post, especially when he has a smaller player on him. He's been effective on that low block, especially on that right-hand side.
The Chemist Warehouse have their Hoops and Schools program, so every made shot from the free throw line contributes to putting some basketball hoops in school. So we almost kind of want people to foul a bit more, Crystal.
Right, or let's every foul, everyone just go to the Chemist Warehouse. Don't bother throwing it in. Let's skip that.
But it has been relatively clean. You made that point beforehand.
It has, and these teams are fairly evenly matched in terms of size, body types.
Ledger back to Cooper. Biggest lead of the game with the Southland Sharks at the moment. Minute and a half to play. Ledger, oh, lovely dish off to Snow. He draws the foul. You can see the way he pushed his body in. Smart man.
Riley Snow baited him for that one. Gave him the up fake, looked at him, waited for him to jump. And a great dish off by Will Ledger on that drive as well. Riley Snow came wide open.
Don't forget, coming up after this, we do have the Souths NBL game between the Sharks and the Panthers. Both teams played on Friday night, so backing it up, short turnaround within 2 days, as with these men on court. Riley Snow collecting some points from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Lomatea for the Panthers. Stephen Matthew. Tapone finally gets it. Drop after missing some bunnies underneath. Webster looks up at the clock. Sees there's just over a minute to play. Paya tipped the ball from behind. Needs to travel. Will be the Panthers' ball.
Great defense from the Panthers. They need to go fast. 7 points, so 3 possessions. Need to get some stops.
Oh, sorry, I'm just laughing because the Towel kids were too busy dancing to the tunes here and not looking at the court.
It's not their fault, it's the DJ. They need to say that.
Yeah, we're bouncing along over here.
They need to say, cut the beat.
Hey, everyone's still warming up for the main game. You know, this is their warm-up too.
Right, and there's 3 kids in towels down there, so.
Is there a minimum age requirement? They're looking quite young down there. Approaching the last minute of the game, and that is a charging foul against Lomatea. Drop the shoulder for sure.
Yeah, Quake Webster felt that one. Good defense to stay in front, take it in the chest.
The game has just started to slow down a little bit, but as we said, it had just been so quick. Everyone excited. Ledger gets it to Cooper. Into the final minute. Burdenshaw. Back to Cooper. Burdenshaw receives it back from Cooper. The bounce pass into Snow. Just put a little bit too much on the shot. Off behind Burdenshaw, but back with Cooper. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, good footwork again from Webster. He's having a game. But just left it short.
He is, and go finish that one. It looked nice.
Matagatea bats the ball back to Paya. Couldn't get another 3-point shot, but they do have the offensive rebound. Lomatea has his Mount Albert Grammar School counterpart up against him. 10 seconds left in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here from the Franklin Pulman Leisure Centre. Burdenshaw, deep 3. To get the board again, it was too easy. Will Ledger lets that one fly too. That time it was short. And so that is full time here on the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 33 points to 26. The Southland Sharks continue their winning ways in the Rapid League, getting the win on the road.
Key person for me in that win had to be Tukaha Cooper. Really lead that team. Great game management as well. Knew when to go himself, when to slow that game down, especially in the end, and use the clock. So kudos to them.
We take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats from that Rapid League game. And as you mentioned, Tukaha Cooper leading the scoring. Quake Webster, I really liked his input throughout the game.
Oh, absolutely, and he could have had some more points up there. He missed some easy bunnies, a little bit too flash on the finish, but nonetheless had a great game, had that highlight halftime shot, or, sorry, right before halftime hit, that 3-point shot. And then on the Panthers side, Matakia was great for them. We see him again leading the way with rebounds. Him and Tepuni putting in work for the Panthers. But Riley Snow did all the little things right today. 9 rebounds in a Rapid League game is high.
He was defensively sound. He really kept Zach Tepuni to a minimum.
Yeah, he did. Made him hard, met his physicalness. Quake Webster as well again, popping up for 6 rebounds. And there again, Tukaha Cooper and assist. Lomatia really dished it out well tonight. Will Ledger and Leafy as well for the Sharks. As we move along to blocks, Vince Linden, Tepuni, Matakatia and Riley Snow all claiming a block. And steals Matakatia and Linden leading the way for the Panthers. But overall, a dominant performance by the Sharks tonight. They got the job done. They came in hot, ready off their last game. That quick turnaround didn't make a difference tonight. They were good.
Do not go anywhere, because at 6:30 we will have the final game of round 4 in the South's NBL. It is the Indian Panthers are hosting the Southland Sharks. Who will come away with the win? Will the Panthers finally get their first win of the season, or will the Southland Sharks go back to their winning ways after picking up a win in round 1 and unable to find one after that? We will see you very soon. Matewa.
and gentlemen, welcome back again to this NZNBL match with the Indian Panthers and Southland stuff. Southland Sharks, Indian Panthers. NZNBL partners for the game tonight. We have NZNBL naming partners Sales Authentic New York Pizza, DJ Gardner Homes, Skygo Red, Sky Sport, Bandecard, Walton, New Balance, Artline, Chemist Warehouse, BNZ, and Sterling Sports. There's a new home venue for the Indian Panthers. Franklin included there. Welcome you all again supporting Indian Panthers. Also to let you know, you can buy Indian Panthers gears including singlets, t-shirts and hoodies at two local Sterling Sports stores, Auckland and Sylvia Park. Also, there's t-shirts available here for Indian Panthers you can buy here. Right with that auditorium. We got t-shirts for both kids and adults. To return to your benches. Requesting both teams to return to bench. And as we start with introducing both the teams, over to you, Tim.
Counting down here to tip off for the main event. This is the NZNBL, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Very shortly, we'll be welcoming out both squads to the floor here. Get behind your team, whether you're a Shark supporter, come all the way up from the deep south to Shark Tank, or here in the Panther Den. Right, teams to the benches, please, for team announcement. Just about time to welcome out our visitors here. Let's welcome the Southland Sharks team here, number 2, Will Ledger.
Introducing number 4 from the Southland Sharks, we have Alonso Burton.
Away from Texas, number 5, Caleb Asprey.
Number 7 for Southland Sharks, Joseph Reary.
Number 8, one of our starters, Johnny Hill.
Number 10, Quack Webster.
13, Tormelia, Dane Burdenshaw.
Number 14 for Sharks, we have Dukaha Cooper.
15, Riley Snow.
Number 20, we have Hayden Boone.
Agent 51, Hayden Collier.
Number 53 for Sharks, we have Josie L. Ladies and gentlemen, the Southland Sharks.
Now it is time to roar as loud as you can for your Indian Panthers!
Starting for Indian Panthers, at number 5 we have Alex Robinson.
Let's welcome to the floor, number 6, Jalen Terrell.
Introducing number 7 for Indian Panthers, Tushar Singh.
Number 8 for Ryan Lafatua.
Number 10, representing Indian Panthers, we have Dorothy Matakatia.
In 1-2, the 1-2, Stephen Paya.
Number Number 13 for Indian Panthers, all the way from India, we have Matthew.
Plenty of experience on board. Our next one, number 15, Henry.
Number 17, number 16 for Indian Panthers, we have Aaron Blesson.
Big number 17 here, London.
Last but not least, for Indian Panthers, we have number 18, Seth Pulman.
And he's not playing tonight, but let's introduce Sheng Ju Lee, who's up here, the big 7-footer. We're going to see him in action on Friday. The battle of the 09 up against the Tuatara.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your Indian Panthers.
Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai. Welcome into the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre here in Pukekohe for the final game of round 4 in the South NBL. The Indian Panthers have gone further south and will host the Southland Sharks here from Pukekohe because there ain't no party like a Southside party. And that is why they have ventured out here. I am Taylor Johnson and joining me is Torfern, Crystal, Ledger, Walker. Crystal, both teams really struggling to get some dubs. What do we need to see tonight?
Honestly, the way the Sharks played against the Tuatara in patches showed really good signs. So hopefully they can put it together and turn it around really quick because that game was just a few days ago. So they need to change some things for tonight against these Panthers.
Both teams coming off a short turnaround. Both of them playing on Friday. And get amongst it, 5% of people picking the Panthers. A lot for the underdogs, the home team today. You can see them warming up there on screen. Most people picking the Sharks by 11 plus, and they'll be hoping that is the case because they've only won one game since that round 1 opening win against the Otago Nuggets.
Yeah, two teams that will really want a win today. They need it, not just on this ladder, but for team morale as well.
This is the standings as they are right now. It is updated. The Rams are sitting pretty up the top with the Saints and Fires and Hawks and Bulls all in the top 6. But that could change in an instant. We have seen plenty of games go up and down. Jets, Nuggets, Tuatara, Sharks and Giants and Panthers in the bottom 6. As we've mentioned, anything can happen. Both the Giants and Panthers searching for their first wins. The Panthers will be hoping they can get one tonight. Hopefully a change in venue means a change in fortunes. Here are the upcoming fixtures next week. On Wednesday, the Bulls will host the Rams. We'll be here for that one, the Sharks and the Saints. And the Tuatara will play the Panthers in another Auckland battle. And the Rams will play the Jets as well on Friday night. Plenty of basketball coming up for you in the South's NBL. You've got to love it. Favorite time of the year. Almost every night there's basketball on. If it's not live, there's a replay or the highlight show.
It's just felt so fast. I can't believe we're already at the end of round 4. It felt like so much basketball has just been played. March really was mad, and April really is amping up.
Starting 5 for the Sharks. It is Burton, Asbury, Helu, Alec and Boone. A very settled starting 5. And you had the pleasure of talking to Josiah Alec before the game. Let's hear what he had to say.
Cool. I'm here with Josiah Alec from the Sharks. Tell me a little bit how you've been finding New Zealand, what your first rookie season as a pro has looked like. Yeah, anything you didn't expect.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I mean, the country's absolutely beautiful. I wasn't super familiar with it. I really only had a surface level understanding, and I thought it was going to be a lot more similar to Australia. But luckily, it's very different, in which it doesn't have all the monsters out in the wild and the bugs and insects and everything. But I mean, the part as a pro has been great. I mean, a lot of people that I had heard that, you know, friends that have gone and played professional, or just people I've known growing up, you know, they kind of talk about professional basketball as kind of this cold job where you're kind of isolated and you don't really get to know very many people. And I was very surprised to see just how welcoming and warm everyone was to kind of bring me in and make me feel at home. I thought I was going to have to do a lot of things by myself, or you know, really only know the guys at practice. But I mean, Coach has done a great job creating a family-type environment in the little amount of time we've had together.
Well, that's great to hear that you've really settled in and that your team seems to be really getting around you. What do you guys need to do tonight to come out with the win? What's your scout and prep been? I know it's been a tight turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask Coach. I mean, our game plan's been very similar for everything. I mean, a lot of the times the mistakes and, I mean, reason we've been losing a lot of these games is we shoot ourselves in the foot. With just dumb turnovers, lack of execution, not finishing plays with getting the defensive rebound, and just not matching up in transition. And so all very controllable things. It's just, are we going to decide to step up and make that change today? I mean, Coach has been drilling it in film and practice, everything. And we made a lot of progress last game. Obviously, still came up short. But I mean, we're very optimistic that this, you know, we can build on last game, the last 2 games in particular, and kind of get back to who we need to be and keep going.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys get back to yourselves tonight and come out with the win. Good luck.
Yeah, from that interview, I mean, you cannot get much different from Australia down to the deep south in Invercargill. I love that he said it has been very, very welcoming. That Southern hospitality has been so good, but he got to choose the era off all afternoon because he's so articulate and kind.
Right, and you love to see it because he's obviously a big part of the Sharks team, so great to see that, you know, he's right in amongst it, willing to talk about his new team and how good they are to him.
I'm glad there's no scary monsters down in Invercargill like they have in Australia. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for the Indian Panthers. Robertson, Durant, Singh, Henry and Blesson. And you spoke to Durant earlier and he has a very unique story. Let's have a listen.
I'm here with Jalen from the Indian Panthers. You've been away from this league for a little bit, but I must say it's been so good to watch you be back out on the court doing the thing you love. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Right, it's been 2 years since I've been playing basketball. Obviously, I haven't been in the scene a lot. I've had cancer. I went through my treatment, my chemo, my surgery, and it's lovely to at least appreciate and play a sport that we always loved as kids. And now doing it on the big stage, especially after what I've been through at a high level, is enjoyable and kind of makes me feel grateful for what I've been through.
Yeah, man, can I just give you some props for that, because that's an insane story in itself. But now that you're here, you're with your teammates, can you speak a little bit about what that's been like, you know, meeting all these new people and playing ball?
It's been a new experience, honestly. We haven't really had the best or the most organized season to this point, but the boys have actually been lovely. I've actually really impressed with how they've been able to deal with the issues that we've been going through and still put a good effort out here on the court. We've had some young boys out there that are playing really well. Alex is an incredible import, and the Indian boys that we've had and are still coming has just been showing us a new culture, which is lovely to see.
Okay, awesome. I'll see you out there. Good luck for tonight.
So great to see him back in the league and also playing so well, going up against his former team that he played for back in 2022. 18 games for the Sharks and a friend of yours. But let's take a look at these Chemist Warehouse head-to-head stats, and they're pretty grim if you're a fan of both teams. But what do you want to see tonight?
Well, hey, one of these teams is going to come out of here a winner, so we're going to see a W at the start of one of those teams. But both teams have some great shooters in their teams, with Boone and Gerard lighting it up. They can get it done. Boone coming off a great game versus the Tuatara, close to 30 points in that one, so I'm expecting him to come out again in hot form. Then we see they're pretty even points per game and shots per game, so really should go down to the wire here tonight.
I think those who have turned up here in Pukekohe are expecting a close game. As you mentioned, both teams are low on form, and they'll be wanting to really come into it. And this one, match officials Ryan Jones, Mikey Graham, and Daniel Cooch. So the Panthers 0-5, sitting bottom of the table. The Sharks 1-4, sitting in 10th. We saw how good they were in the opening game against the Nuggets, who were down on imports. But both teams are wanting to take away a lot of confidence from this game, Crystal.
Yeah, they will. And you know, the Sharks, I said it, they had some great moments in their game versus the Tuatara, and when they had all 5 of their players coming together, playing together, they played some great basketball, so they'll be looking to do some more of that here tonight. And I just liked, right in front of us, Jonathan Yim gave all of his players a hug before they went out on court, and then made sure he went down his bench and high-fived everyone. That just speaks to the culture he's trying to build and the connection with these players.
Spoke to him pre-match as well, and he is enjoying the environment down there. Great to see. The tip-off is moments away. A big namaste to everyone joining us from India, supporting your team. And those tuning in on Sky, FIBA, YouTube, and ESPN. And it's a first-up early three-point attempt from Burton, and he is hot instantly.
Well, great find, great shot. Too easy for the Sharks. And can we also not go past the fact that Alex Robinson was the person that jumped for the Panthers just earlier?
Leon Henry said, nah. Oh, and speaking of Henry right there, he ran a great line, and the find was good. Defensively committed the foul, and so within the first 30 seconds, we're taking a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and there's the veteran Leon Henry.
Yeah, like that connection between Alex Robinson and Leon Henry on that find. Need to stop him early. He's a big body getting down the lane. Very experienced. Will kill you if you don't make the right read on him every time.
Interesting, because we thought we'd just see him in the first game, you know, and we were waiting for the players to arrive, but he's stuck around. Doesn't get the second one from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, so it will be the Sharks to bring the ball down court. Asbury gets it to Johnny Helu, and he's left wide open, gave him too much space. Back-to-back triples for the Southland Sharks to open this game. Oh, they push the pace quickly. Henry couldn't get there. The fast break opportunity goes beckoning. Durand as well couldn't get there, but Henry gets the offensive board. Available there is Blessed in the paint. Great to see.
Okay, big body Blessed. Knocking him down inside. Easy to Asbury. Quick down the court.
Can't get over the top of the long limbs of Leon Henry.
I like this matchup between Asbury and Robinson. Asbury, one of the best defenders. Robinson, one of the best offensive players, finds Henry.
How about that pass from Robinson? Didn't even look, just biffed it behind his head. Oh, another deep shot for Burton. Looked like it was in for all money, but just ricocheted out. Durand, finding some space against his former team. Alec with the rebound.
Unlucky on that. Great take from him. Boone strong.
Too tough. Keelan Boone coming off the back of a 35-point game against the Tuatara. He is in fine form, Keelan Boone. Robinson gets it to Durand. Blesson. He wants a challenge. Gets it out to Robinson. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Steps back. Tries to shoot that and it's well away. He's saying that his arm was hit to the ref. She's not going to change her mind. And the Sharks, they had 0 fast break points against the Tuatara, which is very interesting. We're wanting to look at remedying that tonight. Boone, the 24-year-old, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thought about it and the intercept coming in, but it's a foul. And Tushal Singh.
Yeah, got called on that hand check. Bit of a late call by the refs, but had to call it in the end. There was no advantage that was going to come of that.
Helu from the right-hand corner. Alec dishes it to Asbury. Threads himself through. Great footwork from Alec just to open up some space.
A great connection. Alec and Asbury. So good out of that on ball as we see Gerard line it up from deep.
Tidying up was Burton. Helu bounce pass to Boone in the right corner. Good ball movement coming in from the Sharks. Trying to get the bounce pass to Alec, but Leon Henry with the steal. Blesson. He won't get the ball to drop, but he will go to the Chemist Warehouse strike, and they just need to continue that aggression and draw those fouls.
Yes, and he is so physical down the court. You can see when he gets that player on his hip, he does not shy away from the contact. He absorbs it, he leans into it. And he's rewarded on the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Played in the 2025 Indian League for the Mumbai Titans, alongside Liam Judd, someone we all know. Successful trip as well for Blesson.
Averaged 6 points in that league. He'll need to have a bigger scoring load in this team. Only 2 players for the Panthers averaging points in double figures. That's an issue for them. They need someone else to be that scorer that can step up for them.
Tushal Singh there just pinged with holding Alec, which led to that turnover. So they will get the ball back, the Southland Sharks. And prior to this, we did have the Sky Broadband Rapid League game, and it was the Sharks who got the win, 33 points to 26, and that was played at a phenomenal pace. Alec, they're wide open, uncontested shot. Rebound, though, goes to Blesson. Robinson to Henry. Back to Tushal Singh. Oh, off-balance shot from Singh.
He hesitated on the shot. He thought about the pass. He came back to the shot, made it count.
Singh has been a great addition for this Panthers team, and getting in the passing lane was Leon Henry. Good hustle from the veteran.
And the Sharks will not be happy with that. They turned it over a few times in the last game. That was something that they made a point of today that they'll want to clean up.
Robinson to Durand. Blesson. Blesson wants to go one-on-one with Boone. Over the top pass to Henry. Well, he smothered in orange jersey, so there's bound to be someone free. Singh! Oh, he's got such a lovely finish. Played for the Gujarat Stallions in the Indian League, the champions in 2025, so that man can ball.
Yeah, love to see it. And Alec there gets called for the 3 seconds.
Yeah.
He was sealing in their order. His teammates needed to get him the ball earlier.
Checking into the game early, Will Ledger with his family in behind him and one of the family members sitting next to me.
Right, love to see it. Love to see him out there. Excited to see what he can do on Blessin, who's been killing it.
Great move as well to go from the Tuatara to the Sharks for Ledger in search of some game time.
Him and Tukaha Cooper. Tukaha Cooper, great rapid league game, dominated earlier today.
Singh with the fake shot, then stepped to the side for a better view of it. Just went away to the left. Close matchup at present, 10-9. The Sharks with the 1-point lead. Tukaha Cooper, he had a game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 13 points.
And had some highlight plays, some shifty moves.
Burton was screaming for the ball, eventually got it. Oh, give us the slam, Josiah Alec. The athleticism on that man.
Shook the backboard. He is athletic. He works so hard. We saw a bunch of Sharks players throwing it down in warm-ups today. Hopefully we'll see some more.
He is so hoppy, as Josiah Alec is illustrated right there. He is just so light on his feet, bouncing on clouds. Burton for another 3. Oh, he is hot. Shooting the lights out, Alonzo Burton.
Second one he's got in that spot. The Panthers aren't happy. They want to talk about it. That was too easy in transition.
Timeout called at the right time for the Indian Panthers. Let's take a look at this shot here from Burton.
And feet set, right where he wants it. Perfect pass. No mistakes made by the sniper, Burton.
Last round, he shot 6 threes against the Jets, and if that is anything to go by, they need to stick to him like glue when he is beyond the perimeter.
Yeah, absolutely. And Asprey doing such a good job of assisting his players, putting them in the right spaces. I like how he's evolving in that point guard position, because we didn't see him really in that point guard role last year. He was more of a scorer, more of a two-man. So great to see he can do both.
13th season in the league for Alonzo Burton. 5th year with the Southland Sharks. He's played over 200 NBL games as Alonzo Burton. And it's good to see some continuity with some of those players down at the Sharks.
Oh, absolutely. It's not good just for the franchise, the team culture, but also the community that gets behind their team and continue to cheer on those key core pieces.
A big hello to everyone watching from Southland. The hospitality has been great, as we have heard from Keelan Boone and Josiah Alec. They are loving their time there. Keelan Boone is trying to get his family to come down and visit him. He's loving it that much. Robinson has Asbury on him. Oh, he's getting his jersey pulled by Asbury. He's not going to get the call. Henry off balance 3. Nothing comes of it. Asbury accelerates, gets rid of Robinson, steps back, deep 2 for Caleb Asbury.
He loves that shot. That step back jumper is cash. Got to find him. Someone needs to help Robinson out. Let him go to work on the drive. Wow.
Oh, so much to love about that play. The way Robinson was able to shake Asbury off him. But then defensively, who was there? None other than Alec.
Yeah, Alec plugged so many holes for the Sharks team. When he went out with a blood nose in their last game or foul trouble, they really missed him. So he really is a key piece to this Sharks squad.
Robinson gets it to Run. Henry Blessin. Henry's trying to order him to get the ball out. What about Blessin? Tough finish from the big body.
Great take, not much room, squeezed through anyways. Good finish. The Sharks get back to this on ball.
Taha Cooper. Oh, he needed to get a better pass away than that to Josiah Alec, and again getting in the passing lanes were the Panthers. Great steal. Need to add some points on the board though and stop the scoring run from the Southland Sharks. Durant thought about it. Oh, blocked by Keelan Boone, but he regathers Durant. And he will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but you've got to love the attitude. Got blocked, didn't care, went for the ball again, and then just drove hard to the rim.
Right, stuck with it. He's experienced. He's been around this league for a long time. He knows how to stay in the play. But how about his story, getting back to this league? I mean, being out, going through everything he's went through. Honestly, he's playing some of the best basketball he's ever played, averaging 21 points per game. His career high before this was 28 points.
It's an amazing story for anyone going through a cancer battle.
And it just shows also this Panthers team, these guys that are out around New Zealand, you know, that do really fit in this league. I'm so surprised that nobody else picked him up. He's worked hard. He trains kids at Hoop 33. He loves the game. Love seeing him out there. Alec.
That is the beauty of this Indian Panthers team. We are still waiting for a lot of their players to come, but it has provided an opportunity for some of those players who should be here and playing in the NZNBL.
Right, and shows all the talent in New Zealand. There's so much out there.
Helu trying to get something going. Stepping back and is available was Alec. Helu just pushed a little bit too much on that shot. Leon Henry, he can still go quickly. The veteran Leon Henry. Blesson has Ledger on him. Ledger tries to go from behind. Oh, great rebound coming in from Matakatea, who's on to the court now. Blesson with the big Euro stepping.
He tells us about it. He's running back down the court. Seen him with the right. He can also do it with the left. Euro step in the lane. Blesson. Feeling good to start this game.
Isaiah Alec bringing the physicality.
Giving it right back to him. Going at Blesson. Showing I have a physical body too. I can match it. See you at the rim. See me at the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Isaiah Alec, you had a great yarn to him before the game. I had to pull you away because we had to go on air. You were talking so much, but he had a couple ankle surgeries before coming here, and this was quite a last-minute thing.
Yeah, he has a really interesting story. Obviously, he signed a contract for half of the season. Originally, I think the team had planned to bring him in, then Sam Timmins comes when he leaves, kind of that replacement filling that role. But I think he's impressed them so much. I would be surprised if they didn't want him to stick around a bit longer, if possible. But yeah, he's played through. He just had 2 ankle surgeries. He had interest for the Summer League. He's hoping to get back to that. Obviously, the dream is to play in the NBA for him. But yeah, a lot of injuries he's overcome, and no surprise the way we saw him fight through that bloody nose last week.
Oh, Tushel Singh. I've seen on social media on the Indian Panthers page that all of his fans are calling him Prince Singh, the King Singh, because he is playing very well.
The King Singh, I like it.
Cooper. A contested shot, just for short, but Boone with the offensive rebound, and the second chance points go their way.
Boone and the workhorse, Josiah Alec coming in chasing it. He didn't get it, but he's relentless on the glass. Singh from deep.
Alec picks up the crumbs and brings the ball down court, and it just opened up for him. Body checking him too was Zach Takuni. It was not enough to wobble him.
Yeah, versatile, showing that he can do things off the bounce as well.
Singh. Oh, great time from Singh, but he couldn't finish it. Left the bunny there, the Zach Takuni, but I'm loving Tushel Singh. Oh, how was that from Asbury? Went all the way up, but didn't put the ball in, dished it out. Cooper with the spin move. Defense was there from Matakatea. Both teams now upping the tempo.
Yeah, unlucky from the Sharks. Everyone got a touch on that play.
Durant. Leon Henry puts the ball back. Durant not really finding his way at the moment. He's one of their top scorers. Oh, it just opens up there. Asbury was wondering where the call was. He thought there was an offensive foul, but not to be. Tipuni registers his first points.
Yeah, Tipuni was upset that possession before when he missed the floater. He thought he got fouled. He made no mistake then. So we see the last play, Helu.
3 seconds left on the shot clock, and Leon Henry tidies up. And what a first half we have there. It is a real tussle here at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. 3 points the difference. The Sharks, the visitors, up 21 points to 18.
Free sand slice. So when you get an online pizza for you, you're gonna buy one, get one free. Cheese or pepperoni pizza. The code is Takanini slice. And remember, the code is Takanini slice.
All right, we've got Hemi down this end, folks. Hemi on the Bronte car. And up the other end, we've got another guest as well. They're going to be shooting here when we count them down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, first one down. We're going halfway, 37 pizza. Hemi here. Nice. Grab that one next up. Let's go. Next one, the shoes. 35 seconds left. He's got good form there. This one bounced down. We got down there, Harvey.
No one.
Shot. Nice. There's another one, 2 each, it looks like at this point. You got it down 20 seconds on the clock.
Another one. Swoosh. 3.
Let's go, Heavy. Drop another one. One hander. Oh, nothing but net.
Pretty close.
Heavy feeding. Everyone there, got the brother. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
Thank you, Paul. Very well, thank you. Let's count them up. 6 here.
No, my hookey mate, welcome back to the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre here in Pukekohe. The Panthers moving deeper south with this game. They're hosting the Sharks, and both teams with a short turnaround have come out firing, and they do not look tired out there, Crystal Ninja Walker, after both playing on Friday.
Yeah, they do not. This pace of the game has been fast. We saw as Leon Henry was walking off the court, he tried to tell his team to slow down, to take their time, better clock management. So we'll look for the Panthers to do that. But the Sharks seem to love playing at this pace, finding shooters in transition. See if they can keep that going.
Both teams have got off to a good start. Durant gets it to Tipuni. Drills the 3.
We saw Tipuni try to knock some down earlier and rapidly was unsuccessful there, but great to see he's found his form in this game.
All tied up again here in the final game of the round 4 of Sal's NBL. Lonzo Burton don't want him to get hot. Matthew just putting the foot in.
Got to do something to slow them down.
Sharks are shooting well, 9 from 17 in the field at 52%. 3 from 5. Beyond the 3-point line, Asbury, again, he loves that jump shot. Oh, it almost looked like Bernard nearly knocked that one back in the basket. Not to be. Durant thought about the 3. He had the tall body of Collier in front of him. Leon Henry for the triple.
Good find, unlucky on that one. Henry had to help on the post up. So we see the Sharks moving the ball all over the court. Boone, we know he likes that spot. He likes his baseline threes, makes no mistake.
7 points now for Keelan Boone. And this one, Matthew on the court for the Panthers. Agent Matthew played in the Indian League for the Kenai Heat. Three-point lead for the Sharks, thanks to Keelan Boone. Asbury. Well, that's what happens when you just drive hard into the paint. He never looked like he was going to make that shot, but just threw it up in the air.
Yeah, it was tough. Jalen Duran went under that screen, and it's hard to reconnect with the offensive player when you do that. Asbury had a head of steam going downhill. And yeah, you're right. He was taking that shot no matter what. Threw it up there, sold the foul, finds himself at the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Texas-born Caleb Asbury, Pflugerville High School. 3 years at Texas State, a year at Oklahoma State. Duran gets it to Tipuni in his rookie season. He's running out of options. Someone wanting to do something. They don't argue from Collier. They'll get the ball back. Just a bit stale on offense. Nothing really happening.
Yeah, Tipuni frustrated at Matthew. I'm not sure if they're running the same play. But it's more individual right now. As you see Blesson, again, go to that strong hand.
Leading scorer in the game currently is Blesson with 8, and he has an opportunity to add 2 more to his tally. As I mentioned, played for the Mumbai Titans, but has also played for the Kochi Tigers. 23-year-old. It's good to see that Blesson and Singh are the leading scorers for the Indian Panthers. Some of the Indian players who have arrived. Remember, there's still plenty more to come. We spoke to some of the management earlier. Visas on the way. Tipuni got the rebound, and that is a great second chance opportunity converted by Tipuni. Gets the high five from Matikatea.
Yeah, great hustle by Tipuni, but big mistake by the Sharks. Not boxing him out.
Burden to Asbury. Has Stephen Matthew on him. Back in the hands of Burden. Helu. Push that pass. It wasn't open, it wasn't on.
Right, and that zone really changed the look for the Panthers. The Sharks, a little bit shocked, made them double think what they were doing, and you could tell they weren't on the same page with that play.
Panthers fans will be getting excited. They are well and truly in this game. I know we're still early doors, but they have not folded, as we have seen in a couple of games. Blesson holds on to it, gets underneath Will Ledger, but it is not to be. Look at the pace coming in from Asbury, and he gets an elbow, I believe, from Matthew. Just curled down in the corner on the right-hand side of the court.
Yeah. Definitely got hit in the face, maybe the eye. Lost his headband. Looks in pain.
He does, so he checks out. Alec back on the court. With the Kapea. Blesson's feeling confident now with the amount of points he has put up. And he gets his own rebound. Blesson! He is way up right now.
Going to work, gives his leg a little slap after that finish.
You gotta be your own personal fan.
Oh, he absolutely is being his hype man, getting his own rebounds, doing it all by himself right now.
Boone. Well, caught off balance, still went up. That is great from Keelan Boone.
Gave him a taste of his own medicine. Wanted to get in on the pivot game.
Keelan Boone, 6'6". He is a tall man.
The Sharks coach frustrated with what he's seeing right now.
Well, because that Blesson shot down the other end put them in the lead for the first time of the game. Now it is back to even Stevens, thanks to Keelan Boone, who is shooting 100% from the free throw line. And remember, the Chemist Warehouse stripe is important. We love to see it because they are helping put hoops in schools. So every made free throw contributes to the amount that goes into that. And commentator's curse. Oh, Keelan Boone missing his first free throw of the season.
Yeah, I think he was 9 from 9 up until that point.
Blesson again, he's just feeling so confident. Look at them.
Shaking his head running down the court. He's thinking they cannot guard me. Get him the ball, wow.
You said it beforehand, he needs to step up for this team, and he is doing that tonight. Leon Henry with the steal, getting his hand down low. And the no-look pass as well to Tushar Singh. And if Tripuni can finish this, he left the bunny up there again. Henry plants his feet for a three, cannot convert his wonderful steal. So a missed opportunity on offense for the Panthers, but they are looking dangerous tonight.
They are. And Boone relentlessly getting himself inside, drawing that foul. He wants to make up that free throw he missed. But the pace of this game.
Well, the Panthers are being very competitive tonight, but as we have seen, and as Casey Frank mentioned in his preview to the game, they come out firing, but then they start to fade away because they rely heavily on players like Henry, who played that whole first quarter.
Well, Henry and Robinson, but interestingly, Robinson has been out of the game for a little while here, and the Panthers have got back in the lead. You're right, thanks to the likes of Blesson. And I said it earlier, they only have 2 players that average in double digits. It is Gerard and Robinson. The next highest scorer was Matskatia on 9 points, so good to see Blesson stepping up, and the likes of Singh. They'll be massive if they can keep it going.
Well, the more threats you can offer on court, the better. Asprey with the footwork and getting it over the tall body of Tripuni. All class from Asprey. Burden smothering Blesson. Blesson wants it back. He is feeling hot tonight, and yes, he did travel. He's a little bit overzealous now because he's feeling confident, he's feeling hot, he wants that ball back.
Right, he did like a little NBA gather step type thing.
Yeah, that wasn't a travel in the NBA, but here, unfortunately, in New Zealand, it's a travel. Go Cooper to Asbury. Boone. Get back to Alec. Cooper going around. Just didn't put enough on the floater. Leon Henry has been phenomenal with the rebounds. Tripuni. He kicked the ball, did Alec, but I think it did come off. And yeah, it is going to be Panthers ball.
4 of the Panthers players were running back, thinking that they'd turned it over. The Sharks coaches here in front of me yelling at the refs, asking if they can have a second look at that. But the Panthers will get the 3. Big play.
But Duran finally has found his target. Asbury wants to go quickly. He just drives all the way to the basket. And that's a killer when you score a great three-pointer like that and then allow them to come back, and almost went there again, and he's going to give away the foul against Cooper.
Unlucky there, and that's 3 fouls on Durand. The intensity in here is just picking up on both sides.
Yeah, both coaches really up on their feet, yelling at their teams. Because they both can feel that this game is on a knife's edge. I mean, multiple times we have been all locked up. Now we're back to 33-31. Henry and Duran, who both had a very big workload. Onto the court as well as Lomatia. He was very influential in the Rapid League game. Shot clock counting down. He had to throw it up, did Henry. Alec, he just soars through the air. He is so bouncy. This athleticism is quite remarkable.
So bouncy and so versatile. Wow, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
You could see it. He shoved Lomatea to get that ball because he got himself in the right position. You can see it here. He was always the first person there, and he just charged in behind him.
You can tell the refs need to make calls right now because it is getting a little bit chippy out there.
Yeah.
So the refs, you have to call something, especially if there's a lot of contact.
Well, Boone and Cooper are tag teaming Durand right now. Lomatea, 24-year-old. Played for the Tuatara in 2023. He's been with the Giants and Hawks previous to that. Te Puni, we saw him get a couple of triples in the rapid game, and he gets the hook shot over the top. And we're all tied up again.
That is a strong finish from Te Puni. He is tough in there, showing us a little bit of his left-hand work.
6'3" body is Te Puni. Almost got a finger to that high-floating shot from Verdon, but did enough to disrupt it. Durant. Well, there was no way through there. And he still managed to draw the foul.
Yeah, he was forcing it in there. He knows the refs are going to call something. He can tell the way the game is going. But you're right, it was a little bit of a risk. He is on 3 fouls, but Burton got his hands in there. Grant sold that.
Well, we've certainly been entertained in this game.
The refs, I think, just talking about if it's in the bonus, if he's shooting.
Played at multiple clubs, has Durant, the 28-year-old. Super City Rangers, the Bulls, Huskies, and the Airs. Dropped 29 points versus the Nuggets on Friday. Hasn't had as much success tonight, but we do know what he is capable of. Just wiping up the floor.
Right, they're used to it now. They're ready. They had their practice in rapid.
In the rapid game, they were too busy dancing.
But the DJ here has been fire, so...
It's been a great atmosphere here at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre in Pukekohe. Alec fighting the screen for Cooper. He is smothered, and it's a wide open shot for Alec. Deep two. Love to see it.
And we know he can shoot it. As a big man, he can step up and take that three. So he can absolutely pump for that shot. Singh going hard.
Tushel Singh. Well, he isn't the tallest man, and he had Burton and Alec chasing in behind him. Still had the confidence to put that shot up. They will get the ball back, the Panthers. Just over 2 minutes left in the first half of this game. We are all tied up. In Pukekohe, first game in Pukekohe for the Panthers. Singh! He pumps his chest because he knows that is a big shot in the scheme of this game.
That was massive.
And there's a momentum swing at the moment off the back of that three-point shot from Singh. A wayward pass from the Sharks, and the Panthers have an opportunity to extend the lead. This is the biggest lead that they've had, and it's only 3 points because this is how close this game has been.
Yeah, it's been really back and forth.
Matakatea back on to the court, loses the handle, but there was a hand in there. Foul goes against. I don't know who that was against. Who was it against? I didn't know where the hand came from.
Yeah, there were a few hands in on that drive, but I am still trying to figure out, is the defense making this seem the offense speed up and get a lot more sloppy? Because we have seen a lot of turnovers. Blesson, oh my gosh.
Blesson muscling his way through.
And he's staring down Boone a little bit. He looked at him after that.
Oh, Blesson is playing so well in this game. Stepping up, Henry. Well, that is a big finish from Johnny Helu because the big frame of Leon Henry had a big vertical jump, but Helu still was able to float it perfectly over the top.
Yeah, great take from Helu.
Alec just soared. Asbury gets it to Alec.
Good pass, good vision by Asbury to see Alec.
In his first rookie pro season and pre-game, he told us he thought New Zealand was just like Australia, except with less scary monsters. He's been enjoying that southern hospitality, but it is very different from Australia in Invercargill, where he finds himself.
I'm glad that he used the word monsters too. Like, out of everything he could have said, I'm glad there's no monsters out here.
So I'll take that timeout again now. Next step.
Jonathan Yim has signaled he wants a timeout after this shot. Minute to go in this first half. We haven't had a BNZ player timeout just yet. 40 to 39. Panthers with a narrow lead. Blesson. They're getting a goaltend here. Counting that 2-point shot. Blesson is just killing it tonight.
He is. He's feeling good. They need to move out here more often because he obviously likes it.
Well, this is a season high for Blesson.
You can see Alec just questioning the refs on that goaltend.
Speaking a lot around Blesson and what he's doing, but Tushel Singh and Zach Takuni also sitting on 9 points each. But Leon Henry on the rebounds has been big, both offensively and defensively. He has been there.
Oh, he's been all over this ball game, not even just with his rebounds, but the way he's passing the ball around, the pace that he's letting his team play with. He's initiated a lot of their offenses. He's found cutters down the lane. He's been great for them in this game, and we saw him in that Rapid League game. He wasn't happy with what his team was putting out on the court. He was in their area. He was getting after them. He's really showing that experience, showing his smarts. Big 49 seconds coming up in this first half.
Yeah, Yim was very frustrated with the performance of his Sharks team because they did show glimpses of brilliance when they played on Friday. They lost to the Tuatara 92-102, but that Tuatara team is firing on all cylinders, particularly when you got Hickey going back-to-back triple-doubles.
Wow, Hickey was so impressive. And it is hard for the Sharks, you know, to come up against him first game. You can't really scout him, what he's going to look like in that Tuatara squad. The Tuatara came in hot. So it was a tough one, but they have had a couple really tough games that could have been winnable. Them and the Jets game, they'll be looking to respond from those.
In the corner, Bird and Shaw for 3. Well, that was the play. Wasn't able to deliver. Had a great game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, did Burden Shaw. We know he's a shooter. Slowing it down is Tushel Singh, and then from the Gujarat Stallions. Indian Premier League winners. Henry almost took that back, and I thought the Panthers were going to get that ball back, but Helu did brilliantly to keep it in. Burden Shaw. He gets it this time for the 3-point shot. Blesson with 6 seconds left, carries it strongly to the rim, steers him down and flexes on Alec. Oh, he is asking for it tonight. That is big from Blesson. The confidence in the shot just shored up. And look at that. Bit of discussion here. I believe it is half-time because Jonathan Yim, he was screaming out to Alec to call for a BNZ player timeout, and it didn't come. It was too late. So we are going to go now to Crystal Ledger-Walker, who's standing by. Just still having a committee meeting, the referees. But Crystal now is standing by.
I'm here with Asprey from the Sharks. Tough first half for you guys, not the way you wanted to come out. What did you make of it?
I feel like defensively we're not being us, and that's why we're 11th in defense right now. I feel like we need to be a team right now and guard with 5 people and not one-on-one basketball.
Yep, and what do you expect Coach Yim to say in this halftime break, and what do you guys need to change in the second?
He's going to tell us that don't come in here playing with people, and this is what happens when you do. And he's going to tell us to play basketball. That's what he's going to tell us, play basketball. Stop making everything so difficult.
Oh, well, good luck for the second. And I've got Blessin here from the Indian Panthers. You're on fire right now. How are you feeling?
We just need a win because we are losing from so many matches. So we need a win. So it's what triggering us to win. Every match is making us lose. So we need a win to get our morale up.
And what went so well in that first and get that win?
We have to stop them in the offense and make the game fast because I guess they are a little bit slow in fast break. That's what making us a little bit top right now. It's a game, winning or losing, and we have to enjoy the game.
Yeah, well, you look like you're enjoying it. You look like you're having fun. Good luck for the rest of it.
Thank you.
Panthers with the lead going into halftime, a narrow lead at that. They outscored the Sharks 26-21 in the second quarter after trailing 21 points to 18. But the halftime score is 44-42. Don't go anywhere. We will dissect that half after this.
Tuatara, looking forward to seeing the big man out there. Right, how this works, guys, we've got yes and no. Right, if you think that he's going to score the first one, come on over this side. If you think that he might miss it, come over this side. All right, so it's the first one. Now you get a couple of seconds to choose. Mix it up a wee bit here. He's going to be shooting from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Right, here's the non-believers on this side. Here's the ones that think he's going to get the first one. Right, you're going to lock it in. Where are you going to go? All that way. Could be down to 2 if he misses. Here we go, Hubby.
Let's see, 4-2.
Oh, he's missed it. That means we're going to say sayonara. Oh, coming on this side, eh? We've got 2 now already, so this could be down to the wire already between you two. And we've already had one winner already so far. What do you reckon? Do you reckon he's going to redeem himself? If you think so, come on this side, our Tatum fans. If he's going to go 0 from 2, this side. We've got a strange shootout here. And it's all witness. She's a fence in a race. Here we go. Let's count them down here. 3, 2, it's a 1. Oh, we got a winner over here. Well done. It's his second time. And he's already scooped all the pizzas as well. So he's on for a big one. We've got another prize to hand out to you. But thanks once again to Shen Julie. And good luck on Friday. We're going to be up there, of course, cheering him on, as well as the Panthers. And if you can get up there, Wilshire Event Centre, Event Finder Stadium this Friday, taking on the Auckland Tuatara.
Once again, guys, you have a chance to get one, buy one, get one free fair slice. And the code for all is take any slice. Remember the code is take any slice.
That one can be redeemed as well from your local sales your pizza down the road as well. We've got Jisu, if you are from a Pukako resident, as well as that we've got our Takanini branch as well. Spreading the love throughout the South Auckland region here for your Indian Panthers. So now a special home here at Pukako.
It was a pretty Kings quarter 2. You know, both teams pushing the limits and putting everything into the game. Definitely Pacers have a lead for 2 points, but 2 points not a great lead. Coming up halftime, after to the quarter number 3. What do you say? Panthers gonna go on the lead?
The lead is the lead, and in the NZNBL there's plenty of confidence. This might be what they need. They've faded a little bit sometimes in the back end of games, as we touched on earlier. I just have a feeling, I've said this all along today, that there's something in the waters today. I think if we can get on the ropes,
No mai hoki mai, welcome back to the Franklin Pulman Leisure Centre. Namaste to everyone joining us from India, watching on, as well as everyone on ESPN and FIBA YouTube and Sky Sport. It is the final game in round 4 of the SouthNBL, and the Panthers have the lead, 44 points to 42. Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, because they certainly tell a story. Josiah Alec is the leading scorer for the Sharks. When Asbury, Boone and Burden have been kept quiet, they came out firing, but this Panthers team are keeping them at bay.
And how about Blesson? He looks like he's having fun out there, flexing after his finishes, letting the crowd know he came here to play today. 19 points in that first half. He came out hot. Tiponi Singh also going to work. Duran with 6 points to his name. One person that's not on that list that we're used to seeing there, Robinson. He's been quiet. So interesting to see how the Panthers roll in the second half.
Listen is him right now, that is for sure. Rebounds, we have to tip our hats to Leon Henry. He is working hard. He is a big body that is collecting every time. Josiah Alec is up there as well for the Sharks, but it's really Ben Henry.
Yeah, he's been getting his fingerprints all over this game. You might not see it correlate directly to all these stats with points, but he's had his hands on a lot of things. He's assisted the ball. He's made the extra pass at the right time. He's been the level head for this Panthers team. Someone that's had the level head for the Sharks on the other side is Asbury, dishing it out 6 times. But one stat you won't see come up on your screens today is the 9 turnovers that the Sharks have had in that first half. And that was the difference. That's why they're losing right now. They've turned the ball over. They've had some casualness on that offensive side of the ball. They'll want to tidy that up.
No blocks for the Panthers, but the Sharks, they have had quite a few there. You can see 5 blocks already in this game. And another stat, though, we're not seeing here is that the biggest scoring run for both teams has only been 7, because no one has really been able to go away. And Leon Henry there, he's had 3 steals. It's not just him rebounding, it's getting in the passing lanes and using his long limbs and getting down low to collect some of those balls.
Yeah, and having the head and the smarts to know how this game works, where the ball's going to land, what people are thinking when they come down the lane and get sped up. He's been doing it all. He's been great for this Panthers squad.
The halftime score is 44-42, not 2 points of the Sharks. They have scored more than that, but it is going to be a cracker second half. The move here to the Franklin Pulman Leisure Centre for the Panthers is currently paying dividends. Will they get their first win of the season? Will the Sharks get back to their winning ways after only winning 1 game in round 1? Find out right after the break. Namaste, welcome back to the Franklin Pulman Leisure Centre in Pukekohe, one of the new venues for the Indian Panthers, and they have the lead over the Southland Sharks, 44 points to 42. The Panthers still hunting for their very first win of the year. The Sharks, well, they got a win in the opening game against the Otago Nuggets, but they are yet to register a win since then. Both teams are coming into this game with high hopes and big expectations, and at the moment, it has been a real ding-dong battle. Take a look at that game MVP stat. A lot of people voting for Alec Blesson on 33%, but I'm telling you, he is him right now. 19 points for Blesson. He came into this game only averaging 4.5.
19 points in 13 minutes. He's done it all. All of his points have been scored inside the paint, as we see Alec. Great pass from Hilu.
Oh, the interplay was spectacular there for the Sharks. Alec is the leading scorer currently now. He has 12 for the Sharks. Singh had so much time to think about it. No one crashing the boards though, so Alec comes up with it quite easily, and just as we expected, both teams have come out of the changing rooms firing. Great hustle from Burden to get that offensive board. He gives it to Alec, who dishes it back. A three-point shot deep from Boone. He was quiet in that second quarter, but now he is starting to say, remember me, I am here.
Right, and he's hit some big shots. Great patience from the Sharks to find him, as we see Henry with it.
Duran, we saw him bank a three, and he banks another one. It is open for Duran now.
9 points in this ball game now for Jalen Duran. So we see Hilu directing traffic.
Asbury, he spoke to him before the half. He was frustrated. Boone goes Boom, Boom, back-to-back triples.
Right, can we rename him Boom instead? Knocking it down. Jalen Duran attacking hard.
He had 6 made threes against the Tuatara on Friday. Sharks bench were excited. They thought they got the ball back, but it still will be with the Panthers. But Keelan Boone, they kept him quiet, the Panthers. He wasn't involved as much as we had usually seen in that first half, but he has come out of the sheds roaring.
I like the change-up the Sharks have made. They've put Alec on Blesson now. Blesson, we saw he went to work, he was killing them. They've put Alec, one of their most high-energy players, one of their most locked-in players, on him.
Yeah, they're respecting him more. They know that he is now a threat. Duran for the second. Hustle from Singh. But it will go in Hilu's favour.
And those are the things the Sharks can't get beat on, is those hustle plays, is the effort plays. The things that take no skill, no talent, just heart.
So the Sharks, they went into the sheds trailing, and now they are up 50 points to 47. Asbury gets it to Boone. Boone is booming with confidence right now. And he just made that look too easy, and they do not want him to get hot right now.
No, quick points for him. 8 quick points to start the second half.
Literally in 2 minutes for Boone. Singh, well and truly away that one. You just feel a momentum shift. We saw how angry and frustrated Jonathan Yim was prior to the first half break. And they're making changes now. The Panthers stays on. In fact, he comes out, and it is Zach Tipuni in his rookie season. 25-year-old, originally from North Harbour. He's the #1 rebounder in the Rapid League. Hasn't had as many minutes here in South. Boom to Alec. Oh, threading the ball through and throwing it down is Asbury. Now they are playing like a team.
We're used to seeing Asbury assist Alec, but he returns the favour. Dante.
Oh, Matakatea goes right back at them and just goes straight to the rim. That is a point-scoring fiesta right now in this third quarter. Asbury had no options, decided to go for himself. Who comes up with the rebound other than Leon Henry? Spoonie back to Henry. Henry just waiting for some movement. Durant. Back to Henry. Henry faked the three, then stepped to the side. Hasn't found any luck. Outside, wanting to go for some fast break points, but hesitating. Helu. Oh, again, another dime coming in the challenge.
Wow.
That's good. Bodies on the floor.
That looked like a great setup. Good defense, though, meeting Alec in the air. Great block, good pass from Te Puni.
Block from Asbury. That was just not enough aggression coming in from Matthew because he was open.
It's a block party here in Pukekohe.
Oh, and another sublime dish. And getting up high again is Josiah Alec. And we're having a highlight reel show here in the third quarter.
We really are, and I just love Asbury and Alec together. Do such a great job of playing off each other. Te Puni waiting for his options.
All of a sudden, the Sharks have a 7-point lead. Te Puni has Boone on him. Boone really getting up there, and it is a treble against Te Puni. Good defense from Boone.
And those Sharks coaches were right in front of the referee, watching his footwork really closely. I think he dragged that pivot foot a little bit, but the Sharks coaches weren't going to let the refs get away with it.
I thought we would have had a timeout from the Panthers because you do not want the Sharks to get away from you right now because they have come out absolutely looking like the goods. Cooper back to Boone. He thought about that shot. The bench said he should have taken it. Duran, it was a height mismatch, if any. Oh, batting it back, and Josiah Alec off balance, gets up high, whacks it in.
Follows his teammate.
Duran has to go quick. He thought he got a slap on the hand. It didn't look like it, so it won't be an and one play, but they needed to end that scoring run from the Sharks. Burton.
The Panthers go back to this 2-3 zone.
And they need to go back to whatever was working for them in the first half. Boone. He is really bringing it in this third quarter.
He has, and that was a tough shot. So long he can get it over the defense.
There's plenty of interested spectators in here tonight. Durant. Oh, that is incredible work from him. And then pushing the pace in. Alec, well, he left it short. It just fell away.
Duran, great sequence of play on both ends. Hits the three, goes down, force the tournament. Can he get another?
Oh, back to back. He is shooting the lights out. We have a game on our hands. 3 points of difference. The Sharks up 60 to 57. And as I mentioned, interested spectators, the Franklin Bulls are in the house.
Wow, and look at Boone and Matthew. Matthew had his hand up. Boone hit it away. They hug it out. Good sportsmanship, but the refs were right there.
Tensions are high here, but I love it. They're hugging it out. It's all good. 25-year-old Matthew, he's not afraid to step down. You know, Keelan Boone is a big man.
And they both take a seat. Their coaches pull them back.
He's giving them some time to cool down. I like that from both coaches. You don't want to ruin a good game because it has been a spectacular game.
It has, and the intensity just keeps building.
Te Puni really trying to get around. And it's another travel. It's the second time he's been caught for that. The defense of Will Ledger was enough.
It was good, and the dig down by Asprey to put that extra pressure on him.
Helu slowing it down for really the first time in this quarter. It has been all gas and no brakes here as we want to just opened up and he threw that down with authority.
Oh my gosh, he got up for that dunk.
Oh, Duran just getting around Cooper. Bodies everywhere. Duran hits the deck, but he will go to the chemist warehouse stripe to Josiah Alec. And no one hit him.
Let's check out this play again. Asprey.
So that's filthy. That's filthy on them.
And he flew for that. One of the most athletic guards in this league, without a doubt. Jalen Gerard knocks that one down. Alex still playing with his jaw. Took a hard hit.
We hit the deck really hard on Friday. Had that blood nose, and then again, he has gone through the wards. Sorry, Alex.
And we were speaking about it earlier. He had his ankle surgeries. He's also wearing his knee brace. He took a hard Charlie in that Tuatara game, so his body is going through it.
Oh, Singh and Asbury going at it one-on-one. Asbury. Oh, Singh thought that one was clean, but it wasn't.
How about the battle, though? Asbury and Singh going at it. Asbury trying to shake him bake, make it happen. Singh not shying away at all.
Love that from Singh, 23 years old. 6'2". Oh, threading. What a pass out on the edge. He can't finish it, though. But that was a dish from Helu.
This game is physical. Bodies flying everywhere.
Oh,
Jalen Gerard.
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely buries that three. There was a roar from the crowd.
Jalen Gerard has come out in this third and taken over. Up to 19 points now. Feeling himself.
And interestingly, we have not seen any shots from Blessed because obviously Yim has said, hey, look, we need to throw some respect on that guy's name and mark him up, and that's what they've been doing.
Right, we might have not had him on the scout early, but we sure do now. We're making the adjustment, and you see them picking him up really early. That's why we were just wiping the court. He fell over in transition. The Sharks were all over him. But now they need to make another adjustment. Durant is going off.
It was a slow starter today, was Durant. He had plenty of shots, but just couldn't get them to drop. Now he has found his rhythm. Helu to Boone. Boone thought about the quick release. Oh, Alex did well to reel that one in. Helu, great ball movement from the Sharks. Leon Henry. But the rebound, goodness me, it is all go here. And Pukekohe.
And how about that defense scrambling for the Panthers? Getting out on everything, and now they get it to Blesson.
Making a real menace of himself on defense was Cooper. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Will be a backcourt violation and frustration coming from Durant.
Yeah, a lot of frustration. And you see Alec, the way he's playing Blesson. He knows he hasn't hit a three. He hasn't proven himself from long range. So he's sagging off, but it's also making it hard for players like Jalen to find their space.
62 all. We are back to being squared up. Well done to the Panthers for not letting the Sharks get a run on them. Oh, it's the Panthers that are called for the foul. Again on Singh. Getting a bit excited there. So, Saran and Singh are both on 3 personal fouls. You don't want to lose them.
No, especially not right now. The momentum, but another foul.
Yeah, that one against Lomatea on Zaya Alec.
We saw Lomatea getting after it earlier when he got the offensive call on Burden on the other end. So trying to replicate that intensity.
Boone just decides to let it go. Henry, another rebound, but it was a disconnect between him and Lomatea, so it's back in the hands of the Sharks. Helu had an age to get that one in, and he did exactly that.
A lot of time to line that shot up, knock it down. They'll want to stop here.
65-62. Blesson, oh, he left it unmarked. Didn't see Burden there. He picked the pocket. Great move from the veteran.
Yeah, great move from Burden, and a great move knowing that he has no assists in this game. So Blesson isn't dishing it out. He sucked on him. He knew he wasn't looking for the pass. came up successful.
Crystal, how do we only have 1:30 left in this third quarter? It has just been all guns blazing.
And no, we love to see it. It's been non-stop. Great look for Burden.
On the fly, Burden.
His third three of the game. Great play. Great play call by the Sharks.
Duran, well, he can't add to his 22-point tally, and saying this is his fourth personal foul. Just his third, sorry.
His third foul, and we see Jalen Duran take his seat, cool off. Deservingly so, he gets a sub.
Sharks have jumped out to a 6-point lead. They need to get a stop here. To the Panthers, it opened up. Boone had so much time to nail that shot, and nail it he does.
Great turning the corner from Helu and to get it out there.
Defensively, they're in 6s and 7s at the moment, the Panthers. It's not the same structure we saw in the first half. Lesson wants to go toe-to-toe with Alec, and it is just ripped away. Asbury wants to make him pay for it. Helu from the left corner fakes and then gets a pop pass off, and its bodies everywhere. And Singh is getting a bit dangerous now, just flying everywhere.
It is, and I feel for Josiah Alec as well. As we have a look at this replay, look at Helu drop it off, Singh too much, and Alec ends up at the bottom. But I feel sorry for Alec. He spoke to me pre-game about how sore his body was feeling. He's definitely going to need an ice bath after this.
Had a 5-year collegiate career, 3 years at University of Missouri, and then Kansas City for a year, then New Mexico, and the University of Nebraska. 136 games, 1,246 points, and 781 rebounds.
Not surprised. He does it all.
And just like that, the Sharks have jumped out to an 11-point lead, and it does not reflect the tight contest we have had. It's a game of moments here.
It is, and important to note, Alex Robinson has only played 6 minutes 40 in this ball game. He usually plays 32 minutes, scores 21 points. And Blessing was great in the first half, but he's not finding much success in this second. Unfortunate on that offensive foul.
Well, this third quarter has really been the difference. Currently, the Sharks have outscored the Panthers 30 points to 18.
And they're getting it done on both ends with these stops. The flow they're playing with on offense feels better. The momentum in here really has felt the way of the Sharks, other than that stretch of play with Jalen Durand.
10 seconds left on the clock. Lomatea body checks Cooper. Asbury just goes himself straight to the rim.
How many times have we seen him slip himself on that right-hand side to the rim? Asbury, so hard to stop.
Well, this has been a real turn of events here. At the half, it was 44-42 to the Panthers, and the Sharks have got an absolute riling up from their coaches, and now they lead 75-62. 1 quarter left here at the Franklin Ford Leisure Centre. Don't go anywhere.
Some more coming out, and we've got either side. GJ Garner-Holmes ball, taking it away. Couple more to come. Thanks to our Mexican partners, GJ Garner-Holmes. Great supporter of sport in Auckland. 13 points to the deficit. We can definitely make it up. We showed there. Times of that in that quarter. Went on a huge run. And a dig deep into it once again here. Final quarter. We're not getting lettuce. We're here to win basketball games. And I believe we're going to get it done this time round. It is round 4. Final game on the schedule here. Round 4, round on set on for the NZNBL. Get behind your team. Last quarter for the game. For the Panthers and 7 shots. Time for another run like we just had. Get behind your Indian Panthers. Final quarter.
Round 4 in the NZNBL, and after a blitzing third quarter from the Southland Sharks, they are in the lead and they've stormed ahead. Just to remind you, halftime was 44-42 to the Panthers, and then they went on a 13-point scoring run, did the Sharks, and the Panthers just did not have an answer. Onto the court now, Stephen Pyatt. He scored multiple 3 points, and the skyboard band rapidly. Clean your hands flying there. No calls, and that one well and truly off, but he will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 3. Well, Ryan Lomatea Asprey can't believe it. There was a lot of arm contact there.
Yeah, we've seen Asprey fly on some of his plays. Unfortunately, not high enough on that contest.
Ryan Lomatea, 2019 was with the Hawks and Giants in 2020, Tuatara in 2023, but across those seasons, only played 5 games in the NBL. So, like we mentioned, with the Indian players all not here yet, it has allowed opportunities for some of our local players to put their best foot forward and show what they can do in this league.
And one local player that has really shown out tonight is Jalen Duran. He came out in that third quarter, had 16 points, and he was the reason the Panthers team were back in the ball game. But the guy that responded on the other side, Boone, had 13 in that last quarter.
Sharks have Cooper on, as well as Collier, the 6'8" big man. Boone, well, height mismatch if any. And how good was that from Durant?
Great defense. That's the second time we've seen him pick the pocket and get away with it.
I mean, he's head and shoulders above him as Boone. But you mentioned it, he's shown out tonight offensively and then defensively, just made a big play.
Right, absolutely. And taking a risk on 3 fouls still. Tipuni.
Just let that one soar, but wasn't really set, was Tipuni. Asprey, look how quick he goes. Just putting the shoulder on Lomatea. Pyatt did well to disrupt. Asprey playing games with Lomatea, setting the screen was Collier. Shot clock is going down. Collier off balance shot. Henry soars again. Up high for the rebound. Wanting to go quick was Tipuni.
Sorely on Henry's eyes just light up for Tipuni running the floor.
Durant. Henry for 3. Couldn't get the rebound. Cooper too quick. Those young legs going fast. Asbury has Durant. Loves that mid-range jump shot. Well, Henry and Tipuni miscommunication. He bumped him out of bounds.
And the Sharks coach right next to me saying to his players, get to the hoop. He wants them to get to the rim. He wants them to keep playing physical, throwing that first punch.
Can you believe Leon Henry has no personal fouls?
No, not as much as I can also believe they just had a 5-second call. Frustrating for the Sharks, and they'll make some changes with some subs.
I just think we've seen Leon Henry clean up the boards plenty of times, picking up the crumbs, but now he can be a bit more physical in this final quarter. He's got fouls to give. Rock their bodies.
And we usually see, you know, vets use them strategically. And if this game gets close, I'm sure he will.
Well, options were running up for Tupuni. Here's Alec on him. Asbury tried to pick his pocket again. There's nothing happening, and he just bounces off the backboard. He needed his team to come up and help him there. Boone just gets in up high over Henry. Almost showed him the way to the basket.
Yeah, and you see those Sharks players just determined to get to the rim as their coach was asking Duran from deep.
Tupuni wanted to put back Boone with the block.
So long, you forget about his wingspan.
Boone popped it to Alec. Alec loses the ball. Asbury on the baseline. Leon Henry gets it to Duran. Again, very quick. How tough is Duran? Alec, he gets the block and the finish eventually coming from Lomatia, but they really need to keep scoring, the Panthers, to keep in this game.
Lomatia, great chase from him and support.
Oh, Alec, it was wide open. And Leon Henry comes and saves the day.
Yeah, that looked almost too easy for the Sharks, but Leon Henry, the man shows up at the right time.
Oh, he still got it. That man still got it. Duran, oh, Alec got a finger to it. Here's the shot coming in from Paya. The Tongan international played well in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Boone. Oh, here comes the steal. Oh, Lomatia deflected the ball but couldn't regather. Asbury back to Boone. Duran, good defense again. Asbury to Helu again. He just plants his feet, has all the time in the world, and Johnny Helu makes them pay.
And that's what their coach is talking about. When they play at pace, when they make the defense chase them, wide open shots come about.
Lomatia has Helu looking for the charge foul, isn't going to get it.
A lot of contact on that, but the refs really letting these players play right now.
I like that. Oh, and just going out of bounds. Oh, no. No, the foul. Thought he bounced it out of bounds, but not. Timeout is called by the Panthers. Biggest lead of the game is 14, and it is with the Sharks. And what do you think was said at the half? Because this is a different Sharks team. They just kind of fell away in that second quarter.
Yeah, well, we heard Asbury talk about it at halftime, what he thought his coach was going to play. They weren't happy with themselves. They're not playing the brand of basketball that they've been practicing, that they've been training, drilling. So I think they've just focused more on themselves, picking it up on the defensive end. We saw them make that adjustment with Alec guarding Blesson. They've had more attention on Durand coming out. But yeah, I think overall they've just playing more together basketball, both defensively and offensively, getting themselves to the rim, not afraid to make that extra pass and get an even better look.
Don't forget, this is the Sal's NBL, and we always do have some discount codes for you. I'm sure one will pop up soon, but we have just been feasting on some Sal's NBL pizza. That's the great thing about being here. They dish out some Sal's. We just had a pepperoni cheese pizza.
And
absolutely delicious.
Right, it was bomb.
It was
exactly
so
what we needed.
I had far too much. I didn't need as many slices as I had, but I did.
It's okay. It's like when you're watching a really good movie and you just forget you're eating the popcorn. That's how I feel at this game right now.
Yeah.
Everything is happening.
Kalen Boone has hit his double-double, 10 rebounds, 24 points. And the biggest thing, too, is that the Sharks have not allowed Blesson to score in that third quarter, or yet again. Blesson went off in that first half.
He did, and the Panthers got really lucky there, unorganized, or maybe just unaware on that inbounds. Lucky for them, Asbury missed it.
Bringing it down is Matakatea. And Tupuni body checked Asbury on that moving screen.
Yeah, good job by Asbury too to get up into the offensive player to run through that screen and make it really obvious that Te Puni wasn't set.
Ledger back on court for the Sharks. 14-point lead. Can they extend it? Oh, how about that pass to Ledger by Duran? He just knows where to pick it. Te Puni couldn't reel that one in. Ledger as well couldn't finish. He whacks the ball out, but it will be Te Puni.
Yeah, unfortunate for Will Ledger. But that play was made by Tukaha Cooper, tipping it to him. Great heads-up play by Cooper.
Well, the Franklin Bulls are all watching this. You can see them right there courtside, enjoying the spectacle that we have seen. The Sharks have pulled away though, and like Casey Frank had said, it's just this Panthers team, they fire just like Singh did there, but in the second half they just fall away with tired bodies. Kaha Cooper back in Cooper's hands, or spins, tries to pirouette his way through the defense, isn't going to get the bucket, but will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe as Burton checks back in for Helu.
Now, Tukaha Cooper, so shifty, so crafty with his dribble. It's hard to stay in front of him, and he showed us exactly why with that play right there.
I mean, he's had big minutes, has Cooper. The move coming out from the Tuatara has paid off. Played a lot of time with the Jets as well, 3 seasons.
Decent free throw shooter. If we had to nitpick his game, could be the one thing that could improve as we see him knock that one down. He shoots it at just under 60%.
Durant, so quick, Durant. Listen, hunting for a bucket. Singh has been good when he's had his moments. He's made himself known on defense, that's for sure. Hasbury flying in, whacking the ball into the hands of his teammate in Alec. Oh, how's that? By Singh, getting a hand to it. Burton, the three and Alex are on the ground.
Yeah, let's get our little moppets back out there because there are bodies going everywhere.
He just throws himself into anything, right? Like, he is all in. That guy is all in on everything.
Absolutely. You can't doubt his work ethic.
I mean, he's even doing the work for the Tau kids right now.
Right.
That's Josiah Alec to a T.
And with, like, some solid effort in there, not like the little shoe tap thing players do sometimes. Like, he's really making sure. Great get, great find for the Sharks.
And as we mentioned, we spoke to him before the game. He is a very enthusiastic, energized young man who's enjoying getting some basketball under his belt here in Aotearoa. Durant trying to use the screen of Henry, but Cooper gets around it. Asbury gets up higher than Matthew to seal the deal on the rebound. Long pass to Burton, who does want to keep it in. Alec with the spin and the floating shot.
I'm telling you right now, Alec plugged so many holes for this Sharks team. Like, that pass was really optimistic to Burton. If Alec hadn't have been there, that could have been a turnover. So we see Singh dicing his way.
So good. He's got a lot of variation on his offense too, Singh. He's very quick and nimble. He can do a jump shot or thread himself through. And then he can shoot deep too, Singh. He's really showed us all the tools in his toolbox tonight.
We have, and someone else that has shown us some things is this guy, Jalen Duran.
Singh wants to go again, and he just times it perfectly off the roll. Could this be the comeback for the Panthers? If they can get another stop here, they can really throw a spanner in the works for the Sharks team.
The Sharks have struggled with the zone.
Asbury gets it over to Burton. Matthew is there. Singh. Asbury deep three. Well, he ate that up and left no crumbs.
That was deep as well, like a meter off the three-point line. He wants to get his team back in that win column. Blessin.
The only thing that the Sharks have really struggled with this year is just consistency, because we have seen moments of brilliance from Boone, Alec, Asbury, Burton, Helu, all of them. But as I think it was Asbury mentioned to you before halftime, they just really struggle to gel consistently as a team and play basketball, because individually they are all so talented.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, they're really missing that person in that leadership role that calms them down on the floor. Because obviously this is their first time with this coach this season. A pretty new squad. Who's going to be that guy that's their level-headed person that when the goings get tough, they can turn to, get the ball to, can slow them back down, can get them in a poised state and back to their flow. Look at Blessin on the top of the charts. Love to see it.
I'm sure that's all his fans that are back home in India supporting. Good to see some of his countrymen and Matthew get on the court as well. As I said, plays for the Chennai Heat, previously with the Kochi Tigers. And obviously Tushar Singh plays in the Indian League too for the Gujarat Stallions, who were the champions in 2025. And we hope to see more of them arrive once they sort out the visas. Henry looking for an option. Matthew is there. Blessin yet to score a point in the second half. Singh fake the three, waited for Helu to jump. The float shot. Singh is having himself a game.
Great timing on that layup. Able to mistime the defense's jump to get that one over Alec.
Helu, Asbury, Burton just left wide open on the right corner.
They were able to get that shot from Alex, sealing hard inside, took a lot of attention away from Burton cutting along that base.
16-point lead now for the Southland Sharks. It is the biggest lead of the game, but it doesn't do this game justice because it has been a real battle. The Sharks have been made to work hard for this one.
Oh, absolutely. It has been a hard game. The Panthers have led this game in moments. They've had phases of play where it really felt like all the momentum in the building was going the Panthers' way, but the Sharks were able to weather the storm, come together, get themselves back on track.
Just under 2 minutes left in this game, and it's been a good round of NZNBL. Remember, these two teams played on Friday night. Plenty of games in this round. Sharks lost 92-102 to the Tuatara at home, and the Panthers as well at home at Bruce Pulman lost 77-98. Rams got a good win over the Airs. Saints got up over the Bulls. Giants lost to the Airs. Hawks got up over the Fire, and then today, close game. Tuatara just beating the Nuggets 97-94. And before this, an even closer game, 93-92. The Saints pipping the familiar foes in the Manawatu Jets. And we were treated to another great game today. Sharks get the offensive rebound. Defensive rebound, should I say. Hello.
Look at Alec working in there. They didn't see him.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. Asbury danced his way through, gave it to Helu. Quick release. And that is nice stuff from Helu.
And great vision by Asbury to see him waiting out in the wings.
Helu has felt comfortable beyond the perimeter tonight. But they've also given him way too much time and space. Like every time he has had that ball, he's had a while to think about it. That time it was nice and quick.
Yep, and we'll see them go back to their man defense.
Hello, he's feeling hot. Alec, look at him just brain and get that up high. Alec back to the line. Helu will check out of the game for Cooper, but Helu has been so good. Played for the Saints in 2019 and 2022, and then the Sharks in 2 different stints, 2021 and 2023. Over 50 NBL games, played very well. That basket didn't count.
We just had some Southland Sharks subs run on the court, a little bit too eager to get out there, so I'll have to redo it.
Yim is going to put his players out on the court now. He is confident they will get this win, and with 51 seconds to play and with a big score like that, you'd agree. And there are claps for the men coming off the court because they got out there and did the business, and it all started in that third quarter. So we do have the Rapid Leaguers coming on to the court.
And we see Vince Linden subbing for Leon Henry. Vincent, obviously the son of Puke Linden. I wonder if Puke Linden played with Leon Henry. Sure, that's
a big way to make Leon Henry feel old, but Asbury. Oh, Blessin gets that.
And a 3. We haven't seen him do that today.
It's been a scoring drought for Blessin. Literally 19 points in that first half. And then he comes up with the steal as well.
He tried to run away with that one. And I thought he was going to take the 3 on that foul. Great composure from Blessin.
He put up a very Asbury-like shot. Did Blessin, he thought about it again. This time he wants to go into the paint. There's the confidence that was lacking in the third quarter and most of the fourth. It's too little too late here for the Panthers, but Blessin is padding up his stats.
He's like, I'm having a game. I'm just going to try keep adding to this. Let me get my career high in this league. Feeling good.
He's certainly at a season high right now, is Blessin. Josiah Alec also hit a double-double today. 11 rebounds and 21 points. Caleb Asbury has 13 assists.
Insane.
He leads the competition in steals, and now he's also probably going to lead with assists after that performance.
Yeah, 13 assists, 18 points. He's really put it together. He was frustrated at halftime when I spoke to him with how his team was going, how they've been performing lately in general, not coming out with wins. So he'll be really happy about this one, as I'm sure the rest of the Sharks team will be as well.
Well, it is a timeout called by the Panthers coach with 11 seconds left, wanting to come up with a play, but we have plenty of good matchups coming up in round 5. We will be back here for the Bulls playing the Rams on a Wednesday night. That should be a great game. And Mr. Rustbatch is in the building watching this game. Like, yeah, he may be playing on Wednesday.
I'm excited for that game. If Rustbatch's back, the Cameron brothers, obviously Flynn's back. I'm excited to see what that Bulls squad looks like now that they're all together.
Some big Flynn news coming out today as well. Any Breakers fans with broken hearts. Off to Adelaide, I believe.
Man, so close. We got him all the way to South Auckland.
Just couldn't get him to Spark Arena.
But no, I'm excited to see them all play. I'm always excited when I see him with his brother. They hype each other up. We see what the Panthers can do here.
Singh has been quite outstanding. He's on 17 points as seeing 6 seconds left. High shot, familiar shot from Stephen Paya. They're going to get another opportunity with the ball, will the Panthers, with 1 second left on the clock. Sharks will be pleased with this. They trailed by 2 at halftime, and they came back with a powerful second half. 79-96, and again, it does not reflect the game we have had. There's been a BNZ player timeout called by the Sharks. What can they do in 1 second, Crystal?
I'm thinking they're probably going to get something to the rim. If not, we saw Quake Webster hit a massive 3 before halftime. So could see them go to him. We'll see.
Doesn't get easier for the Panthers. They will play the Tuatara on Friday night. Sharks will host the Wellington Saints. The play wasn't to be for Burden Shaw, but the Sharks will be happy with this one. They are finally back in the winner's circle. They had their first win of the season in round 1, the opening game against the Otago Nuggets, and now the Sharks have got their next win, picking up the dub against the Panthers, who are still longing for their first win of the season. They showed what they were capable of tonight. Did the Panthers. Blesson will finish the game on 24 points. Durand had 22. Tushal Singh with 17 points as well. And for the Sharks, Boone had 24, Alec 21, Asbury 18. But they were kept quiet in that first half by this Panthers defence. Leon Henry was sound in the paint, 16 rebounds, really did try his best to orchestrate this, but 13 assists from Asbury. Let's go now to Crystal Ledger Walker, who was standing by with Keelan Boone.
Today, obviously, the game was up and down. That first half wasn't what you guys would have liked, but you come off really close games. You had to get one done today. How did it feel?
It feels great. Just trying to get back in the mix. They trying to find. It just feels good to finally get one. We
And as the season goes along,
starts with practice, preparation, keeping the body set, and just keep finding ways to be resilient. Like, got a good coach, good staff. We just got to find ways, players, just to make shit happen.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Good luck for the rest of the season. I also have Jalen Gerard here from the Panthers. You took over in that third, but unfortunately it wasn't enough tonight. What went wrong at the end of that game?
Just simple turnovers, defensive lapses. These boys are actually incredible at shooting 3-pointers, and we just weren't doing what we were required to win. But shout out to my brothers over there. We actually fought for once, which was really nice to see.
Oh, well, thanks for your time. Unlucky tonight. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
For the Panthers, because they did so well in the opening half, but they faded away in the second half of the game. The third quarter, it was really the Sharks that went off. Josiah Alec is your MVP after all the voting. Blesson comes in a close second. Boone, Henry, Burden, and Tapuni, all honourable mentions. It is the Southland Sharks who will be happy with this. It wasn't a perfect performance, but as Boone said, it was resilience coming in from them. And talk us through these Chemist Warehouse stats, Crystal.
Yeah, how about Boone in that game? 24 big points to get his team over the line. Also, Josiah Alec getting it done inside, controlling things down. And he was the reason why Blesson was slowed down in that second half. Had 19 at half, finished the game with 24. They did a better job on him in that second half. Durand, though, went off in the third quarter for 16 points. He ended with 22. Singh chipped in 17. Asbury 18 for his team. Hilu, we spoke of him, he was good. So was Burden with 12.
How good that all of their starters are in double digits for the Southland Sharks. They'll be happy with that, as they have a big game coming up this week. They are hosting the Saints on Thursday. Rebounds as well, Leon Henry, Boone, Alec, all in double digits, working hard today there.
Yeah, Leon Henry, massive for the Panthers in that game. Really controlled things for them for the most part. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get it over the line, but they were missing a key player in Alex Robinson, who only played just under 7 minutes tonight. He's usually their leader, their glue, their point guard, their point guard. He does it all. He leads them in points and assists. He was a big thing that they missed tonight, as we see Asbury.
And how about those assists from Asbury? I mean, he is just everywhere. He is a well-rounded player.
Yeah, he is. And he has vision and pace to go with it. He beats his own guy. He's able to read that second line of defense, find his teammates, and the likes of Boone, who were knocking down threes, Helu that was out there waiting. They were out there eating because of Asbury. And wow, what a lot of blocks too for the Sharks. This game was full of highlight plays.
Yeah, it was. It was. We were really treated to a great game in the last game of the round. And I cannot wait to kick things off again here on a Wednesday. Same venue, different teams. The Franklin Bulls will play the Rams, and they do have some great players back too. The Franklin Bulls, here it is here, Bulls Rams. If you are in the vicinity, make sure you come to the game here at Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. The atmosphere is great and the pizza is delicious. And it's always good vibes. Sharks will host the Saints in the beautiful ILT Stadium in Southland. Tuatara will host the Panthers at Eventfinder Stadium in Auckland. They will go across the Harbour Bridge for the Panthers, and the Rams will back it up from Wednesday at home, and this time against the Jets, who put up a valiant performance against the Saints this afternoon. Well, that is it here. Round 4 has been concluded in the Sal's NBL. It was the Southland Sharks with a 20-point win over the Panthers, 96-79 on behalf of Crystal, myself and the Sky Sport crew. We look forward to seeing you back again on Wednesday when the Franklin Bulls host the Canterbury Rams. Mā te wā.